Hello there, beautiful Gemini. Welcome back to my Tarot Nook. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're doing awesome and everything's going great for you. So Gemini, for this reading, we're going to connect with the universe to receive messages for what's next for you and the person that you're dealing with, which would be the cross watcher, okay, and what is needed for the both of you moving forward. All right, I will be using separate decks for each and every one of you. You will be represented with the deck on the left, and they'll be represented with the deck on the right. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle everything. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. It might feel for some of you like it could be a personal reading, but this is still a general reading for the entire Gemini collective at this time. If you enjoy tarot, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you come back. I do variety style readings here, and I have created some playlists. If you'd like to check those out, feel free to do so. And because everybody is welcome here, let me know how you're doing, what's going on with you if you'd like in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. All right, so let's see what's going on with all of you here, Gemini, and the person on their mind. So we have flair showing up, addiction, a fated meeting, we have an ex-lover, all right, and a magnetic attraction here. Bottom of the deck, we have some, excuse me, some healing taking place. All right, so for you, we have the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse underneath the Six of Wands, the King of Pentacles in reverse underneath the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Wheel of Fortune for you here underneath the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Knight of Cups in reverse for your current energy. They have the King of Pentacles, wow, okay, in the upright. The Ace of Cups is here, as well as, ooh, the Ace of Wands in reverse, okay. Wow, the Lovers is here in reverse. The Two of Swords in reverse. And the Seven of Swords, okay. Nine of Wands is here for their current energy in the reverse. Let's push these up as much as possible so you can see everything that you need to see for your reading. All right. We're about to tap in. Okay, so we have healing here. Essentially, I feel like the connection is dealing with some type of a breakup of some sort. We are dealing with an ex-lover energy. We do have a player here, somebody that's been very charming and manipulative. Feels like you and them are both testing each other's like patience to some degree. There's some type of an obsessive pattern here. Also, there could be some type of a toxic attachment, but somebody here is in a very lustful place with the other energy, and somebody is not paying attention to like some of the warning signs or perhaps what else needs to be focused on. I do feel like there's a sense of manipulation that's kind of overpowering a little bit, but I feel like you believe that you're meant to be together. I feel like they also believe the same thing. Feels like this meeting, you guys being together, is like fated by the universe. Some of you, you know, there's somebody here, I feel like you walking away with the Knight of Cups. You've turned your back on something here. You're dealing with some type of a harsh reality with this energy. Maybe some of you are having to come to terms, accept something about them that you may not have known in the past or may have been kept secret from you. And I also feel like for a lot of you here, there's just a sense of like detachment, but also like a reactive. Something here is really putting you in a bad mood. Like it almost feels like you don't want to hear either this person's name or kind of talk about whatever it is that's really kind of making you feel a little kind of detached right now. I do feel like for a lot of you, you know, we are dealing with somebody here that's very conflicted, and there's lying. You both could be having like a kind of toxic relationship towards one another right now, though, essentially energetically speaking. All right, but there's something here that's improving, and there's some wound, something that's been healing, and I feel like there's going to be some type of a movement here very soon. Their energy, they're coming in as kind of a little kind of exhausted, feeling like some of you, this is somebody that feels like their suspicions, they're correct about their suspicions, whether it's about you or the energies around you. This is somebody that really is trusting their own intuition and kind of trying to like hang in there and do what they want to do for their own self here. I do feel like this is somebody that also could be a little paranoid, so they could be like suspicious, and they could be like the kind that actually go look to make their suspicions become a reality. So there could be some type of a distress or trauma with this person as well, or they could also be battling like personal, like, you know, like life events and things like that, and it's affecting the relationship or just the way you guys treat each other. All right, the Six of Wands here, in terms of what's on your mind, your hopes here, I feel like you have the desire to grow something here. You do have some type of passion towards this energy, but you know, I feel like a lot of you acknowledgement in the connection in the relationship, and maybe just kind of confirming or validating maybe your status is has not yet been achieved with this person. You could feel like, you know, you're dealing with a little bit of an arrogant energy here. You could be dealing with a Leo. All right, your Two of Pentacles is showing up in the reverse. There's a problem here with like a prioritization and balancing things. Something here is just out of control for you and them in this connection. I feel like maybe for a lot of you, this is somebody that in the past may have not wanted to offer as much, but like they do care, but they do want to offer things, but it's just like perhaps not working out with how you want it to be or how it should be. There's something here where somebody's just kind of being there's a sense of dissatisfaction. Something is just not being done right. Okay, their King of Pentacles, they're coming in strong. Again, Leo, Virgo energy here. They're wanting to achieve some type of security here. So I feel like this is somebody that, you know, if they're right now separated from you, they're really focusing on, you know, taking time to themselves, focusing on what they need to do to kind of get themselves back on track in life. And they're thinking of companionship. They would like to have a companionship. They don't necessarily want to grow old without somebody, but they would prefer somebody to be loyal. So I don't know if this person's throwing accusations at you that perhaps you're not being loyal, and maybe there might have been some type of a fight. Maybe this person's just accusing you or listening to somebody else here. But you know, you have like the Knight of Pentacles for yourself over here. Again, Virgo showing up with Venus. So we've had Leos, Virgos, and Capricorns for you on this side, and Venus obviously is the planet of love. But you're wanting something to be calm, to be soothed, to be smoothed out, to be worked out here. You're actually in that place where that's important for you, but there's a sense of manipulation still taking place. I think there's somebody here that, you know, I feel like you're thinking about somebody, but that person's also thinking a lot about you. Except right now, if you're in this kind of a separate mode, and I don't know if it's something that is going to get back online. We'll see what else transpires. But if you're in your own separate space right now, or if you're dealing with your own issues, this is somebody that has not removed you from their plans or their thoughts, but they're also staying focused on what they need to do. Okay, the Ace of Cups is their feelings towards you here, their feelings towards the situation. Total a love offer is showing up here. This is somebody that really values the relationship, wants the relationship to be blessed, to be fulfilling, to be happy. Okay, but there's something here that's also coming across very exhausting, and I feel like maybe some of you, the attraction is just too powerful. There could be just a sense of jealousy, or just a sense of an imbalance, like an irrational expectation. They may be feeling like they're being told like they can't do things or something. They feel like a little tied up. Okay, and their Ace of Wands, yeah, the Ace of Wands is here. Something here is just not growing right now at this point in terms of love with this person, but their feelings for the connection is to have a love offer coming through for the connection. Their feelings towards you, however, it's in the reverse. So there's a little bit of setback right now for them. It almost feels like something is just sitting around, nothing is materializing, and it's just being vague. Somebody's being very vague about their next steps and next moves, and so it feels like there's some type of a blockage. Somebody wants to know what needs to be done, but they're not able. It feels like they're being blocked. Okay, the connection currently does feel like it's in a little bit of a setback, but their hopes and dreams is to maintain something here, to have something stable come out, and they want to have some type of a newness or an offer, like restarting something here, like a proposal that can refresh something. But I do feel like, again, energetically here, you are probably the person that walked away, but I feel like they could be either in a paranoid place, or they kind of perhaps accuse you sometimes of lying or cheating. Just don't shoot the messenger. It could just be because they're having issues. The Ten of Wands here is showing up for you, okay? The biggest thing for you here is, you're being too hard on yourself. I feel like there's some things you just also don't know yourself about them, and you do wonder about some things, and it feels like you're carrying some type of a burden. Somebody's making you feel extra guilty or putting some type of a pressure for you and on you, and you don't deserve to go through that. You are around an energy that could be a little punishing, or they could be like verbally abusive, or just even just kind of like, again, pessimistic and kind of negative in like behavior. And I feel like you need to be kinder and gentler to yourself with this situation, because I feel like the biggest thing here is that you deserve, the message is that you deserve to get over these burdens. All right, because you carrying the burden and keeping yourself heavy is not benefiting anybody, and people are not going to come tell you to unburden yourself. All right, so if you're hanging on to something here that's feeling strong and heavy, I feel like the message for you is to unburden yourself, because it's like an equal party kind of a, like an equal give and take. It's not just like one person is totally guilty and the other person is absolved. And then they're showing up here with the six of, or the six, it's the Lovers in reverse, the number six, I guess. Their biggest issue here is they have trust issues, big time. They're coming up with big time trust issues. So they could literally, like I said, be calling you out, accusing you, following you, keeping tabs on you, spying on what you're doing, thinking something. But I feel like for the majority of the time, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just that this person could be even jealous if you're talking to people at work or people you know, or if you're friends with somebody from your past. This energy that I'm talking about has issues with that. They're very jealous. All right. And I feel like this is somebody that is in a detached place as well. It's coming up for them as well. And I feel like that's coming through because this is somebody that, is just not seeing things. They're more invested in what they want versus what the other person wants. All right. So this is somebody that kind of can just brush people off and just say, no, I'm not feeling close to you anymore. And they go into this Virgo mode, recluse mode. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to just take my dogs for walks, and I'm going to cut out humanity and not talk to nobody. But, this is somebody, they're stable in their day-to-day, but when it comes to relationships, they have a hard time finding that balance, or finding, doing the right thing, and it's causing problems. And then here they are showing up for you as the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And I feel like for a lot of you, you just want them to kind of be kind, be mindful, be supportive. All right, you're not after what they have, you're not after their wealth or their money. If anything here, I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody that struggles to see past the present, so it's really hard to convince them anything or make them hear you. They're still gonna like want to believe what they want to believe, so it makes things very tedious for you when you're dealing with them. All right, and then they have the Two of Swords, which rightfully so. Again, they have some things that they don't talk about. They hold back. They create their own thoughts. Sometimes they get into their own head for no reason, and they make issues there that are not necessary. This is somebody that's mentally overloaded. There's exhaustion, mental overload, exhaustion quite a bit. It's like all the way flying 100 miles per hour or nothing at all the way work or no work, all the way love or no love. It's kind of one extreme to the other. And I feel like this is somebody that is just kind of in a blocked place right now. There's no right or wrong choice for this person. It's really what's in their head is what they try to like go with, and the manipulation does not stop. So it's almost like they would kind of talk you and manipulate you into just saying, yeah, I went and had lunch with all these people at work. Oh, but so that person was there. Like they would kind of manipulate in some like passive way. And then, I don't know, it comes across as they're like perhaps just very insecure in relationships. Okay. For you here, the Wheel of Fortune, what's your next moves towards them? I feel like, again, you have the desire here to work something out. Some of you could be in some type of a fated connection, destined to be together. There's a magnetic attraction. It cannot be denied. The Lovers is showing up strong, except in the reverse with trust issues, but the Lovers is still the Lovers card. All right. It's about choices. It's about doing the right thing towards one another. And I feel like you do have a twin flame connection going on with this person. So there's a desire here to have some type of a cycle end and a new cycle repeat itself, or just perhaps work on having like a better union. But there's some type of overwhelming upheaval right now, like obstacles and chaos is taking place. So this is kind of building the block to the next steps in the relationship for you. All right, so change is very difficult, and this is somebody, if they're in a very jealous place, or if they're sometimes kind of like in a paranoid place where they think that you are not being honest and stuff like that, that's a habit that's going to be very hard to change. That's something that they're going to need to work on over time. So you thinking of things and what's going on here, you're gonna have to kind of you're going to be fine. Like, you're going to deal with what's left, and what's left is who they are. All right. But I feel for a lot of you here, you're willing to kind of see where the connection will go for the better. You come across as a very optimistic energy in that sense. And I feel like for them, truly, they're really rethinking their approach here, because whatever issues, I feel like they're waking up to their patterns and their behaviors. This is somebody that also perhaps has some shadiness to themselves. So perhaps sometimes they will call, like, they project and deflect so that you don't call them out. And I only say that because there's a strong twin flame vibe from multiple cards that have already shown up. We also have this energy here as an Aquarius energy with the moon, planet, like the moon assigned to it. So I feel like there's just a lot of secrets here, so like deceptive energies showing up. And for a lot of you, this is somebody that I feel like they want to tell you some things. They want to clear their conscience, clear their thoughts, but they also want to have you careful of manipulation, but they also want you to also feel like you're also going to admit to being honest and no need to lie, type of thing. So they're still kind of like trying to have some type of a grip on a situation here that's very, very controlling. But ultimately, this is somebody that does love you. They want to have an offer with you. They want to expand on an offer towards you. They're just really kind of right now, the connection is just not in its highest passionate state. All right, there's just a little bit of a setback at this time, and they're wanting something to get fixed here very soon. All right, so let's see what else shows up for you and them. These are messages towards one another. Take them as they resonate. You can claim them as your feelings, or perhaps you can accept them as a message from them towards you. All right, the timing just wasn't right for us. We also have, I remember every detail of that day, as well as you speak to me through music. And we also have, I wish I could share my good news with you, with I feel you leaving me behind, and I want to tell you how I feel. All right, and finally here, we'll pull a self-love, self-healing message for you. If you'd like to let me know you stayed with me till the very end, feel free to type this word in the comment. Your word is shine, and you are made of stardust, so keep sparkling. All right, Gemini, love you guys. I'll see you next time.